Heat number 19 for the Vic Hotel. The heart of Collie, the Victoria Hotel of Collie, was established in 1898, just before I was born. It has changed many times over the years, and now with great meals, dining rooms and a balcony. Go check them out on Throssell Street. Starters and drivers. Car number 35, Craig Clayton from Hillview, currently 51st on points. With him is Tyron Hall in car number 69 from Albany. He's 49th on points. They need a big result here. Row number 2 will be car number 30, Nathan Dowse from Derby, 36 on points. And with him from the RDA, car number 32 of Ash Kongu, who is 32nd on points. Ethan Genev is on row number 3 from Collie. He's 30th on points. And on his outside, car number 8, Daniel Amajuri, who won Heat 14 last night. He's the highest qualifier in this group. He's 7th at the moment. Gavin Minty will start out of position 7. Best result last night was 2nd in Heat number 12. On his outside will be Fletcher Melendez from Manjimup, who won Heat number 16. He's 17th on points. Reese O'Reilly is from position number 9 in car number 28. From the outside of him, Michael Hammond, who won Heat number 11 last night. And the last of the 11 will be car number 95 of Lockie Della. There'll be 11 starters for, 11 starters for Heat number 19 for the Vic Hotel, established in 1898.
Watchers from everywhere for this one, even Tasmania. Hello to Jared Rogers and Clint Hadley. After his nasty accident last night, is resting up on the lounge. He had a big moment with the concrete wall.
John and Lynn Purser also watching from Turian Bay. Hello to both of you two legends.
Stalwarts of SSAWA.
Stalwarts, I think
Stalwarts,
is the word.
yes, sorry.
Not Star Wars.
Star Wars. Wouldn't mind watching some Star Wars. I might actually get some sleep by that. Lights are flashing. Heat race number 19. You're already over it, aren't you?
You might be on the infield sooner than you think, Morgan.
As heat race number 19 rolls off thanks to the Vic Hotel, we're underway in night number 2. And we're 4 wide further back in the field. Michael Hammond making his presence felt. So too is Gavin Minty. But it's Craig Clayton, who was involved in an opening heat race wreck for himself in car number 35. Wants to upset the apple cart and will do so far on lap number 1. He leads it from Kongu and Hall. Both those drivers needing a good bundle of points. Hall, man, back in the 50s at the moment as Genev's finding a different groove compared to everyone else. He goes to the outside of Derby's Nathan House to take over position number 5. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, there's a bit of pushing and shoving as Kongu finds the front.
So Kongu takes the lead away from Craig Clayton. Also right there is Tyron Hall in the 69. Stephanie Amajuri is there in car number, Daniel Amajuri in car number 8.
Wow.
Ethan Genev went sideways. Around the outside went Michael Hammond. As our lead 4 cars have got away, there's a bit of an issue right at the very back of the field, and car number 3 is gone. Down the main straight, it is on for young and old here, as Michael Hammond goes underneath of Daniel Amajuri, moves into 4th place. Just ahead of them is Tyron Hall, and it's Ash Kongu is your race leader. Craig Clayton 2nd. Here comes Ethan Genev, he comes back. He's now moved into 5th place at the expense of the expense of Daniel Amajuri. Plenty happening in this one. All of a sudden, got 6 cars fighting for the lead.
Would you be surprised that Amajuri in this heat race was the highest on points? He was running at 7th at the moment. Kongu in car 32 needs this. He was 32nd in points, but here comes Clayton to the inside. Cheesy dives to the inside. It will not work. Hall fighting strong with Hammond. That's 3rd and 4th. While Genev, Amajuri and Nathan Dowse aren't still out of it. And following suit as well is Fletcher Melendez. Reese O'Reilly in the back of the bus is Lockie Della. Here comes a move on the outside for Michael Hammond. He'll take over the 3rd spot, and Genev is trying to follow suit. There's something on the top stairs of turns number 3 and 4.
6 down and 4 to go in heat number 19 of the West Australian title for the Vic Hotel. It's Ash Kongu out in front by 2 car lengths. Back to Craig Clayton, 2 car lengths then to Michael Hammond, and Ethan Genev just blew the doors off of the 69 of Tyron Hall. Hall moved into 4th place. Back then to Daniel Amajuri, 3 to run. Kongu just in front from Craig Clayton. We've had a couple of close finishes. We're going to get one here to start night number 2. Michael Hammond is back there in 3rd, the 2-time national champion. Ethan Genev is 4th, then Tyron Hall. Back in 6th place, it's Carter Bray to Daniel Amajuri as they come out of Palmer's corner. 2 to run, and we're going to have a big finish.
And we've already into heat race number 1 for the night, and we could be in store for everything else that's possible for the next 3 hours. Congo has it, but he's got 5 cars right behind him that all want the points. Here comes Hammond to the inside of Clayton, and Genev is right there as well. Contact between the 35 and the 7. Genev does a switcheroo. We're 3 wide for 2nd place. Hammond has it that time. Clayton gets demoted to 4th. That's a big loss for the 35. Genev up to 3rd. But Ash Congo in car number 32 was 32nd in points. He started 5th in this one, but he'll take the chocolates in heat race number 19 thanks to the Vic Hotel. Derby's Congo wins. 2nd is Hammond. Back there to Ethan Genev and Craig Clayton. Tyron Hall, Daniel Amajuri, Nathan Dowse, Reese O'Reilly, Fletcher Malentis, and Lockie Dallow will be the ones that finish. Oh, wow, there's been a relegation as well. Oh, hold all calls on this one. We'll have to go to Studio 2 for just a clarification, but there has been a relegation. It won't be for Ash Kongu. That's for certain at the moment.
Yeah, so Ash Kongu is the winner. 2nd is Ethan Genev. 3rd is Craig Clayton. Car 7, Michael Hammond, relegated 2 spots for a pass down in turn 1. So he goes from 2nd to 4th. So it's Kongu, Genev, Clayton, and then Michael Hammond. That is big news in heat number 19.
It's always cool, like last night, to talk to someone new. And Ash is organised. He's that excited he's already got everything off. Your heat win aboard there, mate. Thanks to the Vic for heat race number 19. Fair to say after last night you needed that one.
Bloody oath. Keep going.
32nd on points going into night number 2. Picking up 36 points for this heat race. Should get you right up the front of the B, or maybe even sneak into the A main with that one.
Yeah, mate. This car's have the pace. Jossie, Club 69. Been running down here a fair bit. We've got a good car. Probably shouldn't be buried that deep, so that's a bloody good one.
It's a fantastic looking machine, and as you say, Jossie helps you out and make it all happen. No doubt where you're based in the state, mate, a lot of people help you get up and down the road for this Commodore.
Oh, bloody oath, mate. Buy your transport. Grub up there in Kununurra pressure cleaning. Watsy Outback Brewery. I've just got sponsors all over the state, mate, so you can't do without those lads.
Best of luck for the rest of the night.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
There you go, heat race winner, car number 32, Ash Kongu.
Heat number 20 coming up right now. Marston Melts, luxury 100% soy wax candles, hand poured in Bunbury, West Australia, with over 100 cents available. Find us on social media at Marston Melts. Postage available Australia-wide, bringing us heat number 20. On pole will be car number 78 of Colby Bosley from Bunbury. He's 40th on points at the moment. From Kalgoorlie, Ricky Bobby, car number 46, it's Ricky Laddersley. Row number 2, 31st on points, car number 3, Stephen Kendall. On his outside is WA number 4, Matt Hammond, 22nd on points, won heat number 3 last night. From position number 5, the 81 of Lincoln Coleman from Albany, he's 24th on points. And the highest qualifier in this race is out of P6. It is the 12 car of Paul Briggs from Collie. On the inside of row number 4 is Aaron Sutton in the 17. He's 46 on points. And the 24 of Cade Munro from Geraldton, 61st on points. And at the back is Anthony Heelan, who is 57th on points in calibre 21. 9 starters. Brian Jackson originally out of 7 and Bradley Brennan originally out of 10 are your 2 scratchings, leaving us a field of 9 for heat number 20. Proudly brought to you by Marston Melts. Text through, go the Ellenbrook Speedway competitors, bring back WA1 back to Ellenbrook. Good luck to the Heelans. Another one supporting them. Hayden Norman or Jamie O for the win. Nigel and Shano watching from Cervantes. Here we go, heat number 20 of 24. Underneath the screen they come. Yellow lights are out. Colby Bosley about to bring us to green. We're underway with heat number 20. So heading to turn number 1. Our race leader is Bosley. Ladders lie on the outside. Back then to Matt Hammond in position number 3. Paul Briggs is up to 4. And we've got trouble for Stephen Kendall. He's out before it really got going. Out of turn number 4 the first time. Colby Bosley, the race leader. Ladders lie in second. Hammond third. Paul Briggs, then Coleman. Sutton. Back then to Munro and Heelan. They are the 8 that remain. So go out of Cardinals corner. It is Colby Bosley who leads in the 78 car. They run down the back straight once again. Bosley in car number 78 doing a good job. He is 40th on points at the moment. Behind him is Matt Hammond, who won a heat race last night, and he'd love to win another.
Definitely needs that after that contact in his last heat race between himself and Matt Ivan at that sideline car number 4. He's got to run to the inside of Colby Bosley as the rookie driver, just making his first season in street stock racing, but he's definitely found his feet. One of our top 5 in the Ian Beard Best Presenter does have Hammond now to the inside. He was quickest in official practice in the national title at Murray Bridge, and Hammond starting to strut his stuff. He gets by Bosley. That was Briggs that just tried to do so as well in the 12. 18th in points, as Jason said, and our highest point scorer, Hammond, who did have a heat race win last night, really needs these points. He's man back in 20 seconds.
So Matt Hammond leads. Paul Briggs looking to get underneath the Colby Bosley. Also there is Ricky Ladderslie. A bit of smoke come out of the 4 car, the leader, but he's about 6 car lengths clear. Back then to Lincoln Coleman in 5th, and Cade Munro as they head up into Palmer's corner. Our race leader is still that of Matt Hammond. Into the main straight he comes. We've done 5. We've got 5 to go. Bosley, Briggs, then Ladderslie. Coleman is next. Back then to Munro. Then the 17 of Aaron Sutton and Anthony Heelan rounds out the 8. As they move down the back, Bosley makes a mistake. He goes super sideways. I reckon he's got a flat tyre, and he's going to be OUT out of the race. And that puts Paul Briggs into second. Bosley is out. We've got 4 to go.
Rotten luck for Bosley, who was having a mighty race. But for Paul Briggs, it will just solidify his spot into our top 16 for the state final. Ricky Bobby's doing a good job as well. Ladderslie was sitting in 43rd in points. He started on the outside of the front row, and he's keeping true with Briggs at the moment. But Matt Hammond, could he be only our second driver to win multiple heat races this weekend? We had 17 different last night in the 18 heat races, and right now he sits comfortable with a 2.8 second advantage over Briggs and Ladderslie. This time around there'll be 2 laps to go, and you would dare say this one looks signed and sealed for Matt Hammond.
Well, there's the kiss of death if I've ever heard
yes.
it. So move down the main straight. Matt Hammond leads. White flag to come out next time around. Back to Paul Briggs. Ladderslie from Kalgoorlie is next. Then Lincoln Coleman is in 4th place. Cade Munro from Geraldton is in 5th place. And back then to Aaron Sutton, Anthony Heelan. And they are the only 7 remaining. Down the main straight. The white flag's on display. 1 to go for Matt Hammond. Briggs, then Ladderslie. Back then to Coleman. 5th place is that of Munro. Then back to Sutton, and then the 21 of Heelan. That is the way they're going to finish. Out of turn number 4, our race leader is going to win with a flat tyre. No, it isn't. I thought it was flat. He got awfully crossed up coming out of 4. But Matt Hammond wins from Briggs, Ladderslie, Coleman, back to Munro, then Sutton, and last of the 7 that remain was car number 21 of Anthony Heelan. So Matt Hammond becomes just the second driver to win 2 heat races for the weekend. And there's some smoke coming out of car number 4. He got a little bit crossed up coming out of 4, and I thought he potentially had a flat tyre, but he got the win. Second is Paul Briggs in car 12. And Ricky Ladderslie from Kalgoorlie rounds out your top 3 in heat number 4, which had a little bit of everything. A couple of cars didn't make it to the checkered flag, but our winner, second heat win for the weekend for our winner, car number 4, Matt Hammond.
Thank you, Jason. So we wait for him to remove the head neck restraint and take the helmet off, and we'll stick a camera in his face. He'll want to talk to me today. There you go, mate. Your heat race winner board. Thanks to Marston Melts. Fair to say, last night didn't go exactly how you wanted towards the end of it, but a heat race win, mate, puts you well and truly in the A main. You got to be happy with that now.
Really stoked. We had to pull something out, and this was do or die kind of thing, and play it off. Once again, Collie Speedway and the volunteers have done a terrific job. Truck's pretty hooked up at the moment. It'd be good if it was a bit wider, but we'll see how the night goes, and hopefully it gives us more lanes.
Bit of a puff of smoke out of this thing on deceleration into the corner, something that you're going to check out when you get back to the pits?
Just sweat and horsepower, that's all, mate.
Love it. Best of luck for the rest of the night.
Thank you.
There you go, your heat race winner, the second time this weekend. He's come and talk to me. Car number 4, Matty Hammond.
So that's what happens when the smoke comes out the back end. Apparently it's sweat and horsepower. That's how the smoke comes out. This one, heat number 21 for Whisk Nutrition. Energise your journey in Collie with nutrient-packed shakes, smoothies and loaded teas at Whisk Nutrition Studio. Your go-to for wellness fuel, good vibes and refreshing treats. You can find them at 83 Steer Street in Collie. Heat number 21, Mark Higgins in car number 70 will be on pole. On his outside, WA 12, Jake Fisher. Row number 2 is the 11 of CJ Flavel and the WX4 of Chaz Skipworth, who's 13th on points. Best result was second last night in heat number 4. Row number 3 from Derby is Jacob Doust, and on his outside is Damon Lyle from Carnarvon, who won heat number 18. Row number 4 is the 10 of Damon Thompson, who's well down on points. He's 48th, and on his outside is the current points leader, Hayden Norman, who won heats 10 and 13. And the back row is Ben Norman, who won heat number 12, and Peter Herbert, who won heat number 17. We got 4 heat race winners in this heat. This is heat number 21.
3 of the top 5 in points will be in this heat race, or 1 to watch for the weekend. 3 wide already is Damon Lyle trying to find his way right around the outside of Higgins and Flavel, and Norman's in the wall. Your point leader is in the wall hard. Oh, if there's a spanner to be thrown into the works, that's exactly what's happened. Pace car is off anyway. Minus Hayden Norman. Didn't have that in the script as well for this weekend.
Got some funny Derby messages coming through.
Oh, wow. Higgins and Jake Fisher, 50th and 39th in points. But this one is really going to upset the apple cart, especially in that top 16, as Lyle and Peter Herbert are both following each other in tow. Herbert is trying to get onto the back bumper of Damon Lyle, who's already moved himself into a battle of third place with Mark Higgins. But lap number 1 goes to a driver that just graduated junior sedans as well out of Bunbury of Jake Fisher. We're 3 wide for third spot. Here comes Herbie on the inside. That man in 2019 was on the front row in this event here in Collie. But right now he's fighting with Lyle as well, Skipworth, to get by one of the young guns, as we've got Yellow. And Jacob Doust is facing the concrete wall. And I have to think that Damon Thompson was also involved as well.
So we're down to a field of 8 when this one gets back underway. And timing scoring showing 1 down and 9 to go. The Fisher from Skipworth. Then Higgins. Then Peter Herbert and Damon Lyle. Herbert was 0.009 of a second, 9 1,000ths of a second ahead of Damon Lyle as they cross the line. Every move is crucial at this stage because every point is crucial.
It's interesting. Lights are out, 9 still to go. Mark Higgins has left a big gap. Oh, this is an ugly looking start if you're from third on back, as Mark Higgins leaves a country mile for the lead duo to run away with it, as Lyle to the inside, trying to get that spot back from Peter Herbert that he thought was rightfully his, but it is Jake Fisher and Chaz Skipworth that do get that advantage due to Mark Higgins leaving that massive gap, but he's closed it in pretty quickly at the moment. We're all chasing the young boy from Bunbury in car number 12.
Yeah, Jake Fisher leads after 2 from Chaz Skipworth. Back in third place, it's still the 70 of Mark Higgins, then the 44 of Peter Herbert, who won last night, as too did Damon Lyle. but they're a long way off of winning this one. Fisher still leads.
Oh, no!
Oh, the leader has spun himself into submission, comes back across the field. He's going to go from chocolates to board lollies, from first to second last, and that puts Chaz Skipworth to the lead. Peter Herbert's got a really good run out of that. He moves up to second place as they go down into turn 3. Herbert looking now for the lead, coming underneath of Chaz Skipworth. Up the main straight, 4 down and 6 to go.
Can Skipworth join that massive list of heat race winners? But he's got 2 fast cars right behind him from Albany, of Peter Herbert and Damon Lyle in the 27. They've broken away from Higgins, Ben Norman, CJ Fable, Jake Fisher and Jacob Dowse. But right now is really starting to heat up for the lead. Herbert looks to the inside on the exit of turn number 4, while Damon Lyle does his slide to second place. No, not that time around. Chopping the door was Herbert. And while this all happens, Skipworth doesn't know what's happening right behind him, but it's an absolutely enthralling battle. 3 of them locked in at the moment with 4 to run.
So it's a driver from Moora, from a driver from Albany, a driver from Carnarvon in the first 3. It's Chaz Skipworth just in front from Peter Herbert of Albany, and back to Damon Lyle of Carnarvon. The 3 of them locked together down into turn number 3, going clockwise out of Cardinals Corner. Lyle gives a little bit of a tap on the back end of Peter Herbert. 3 to run here in heat number 21 of the West Australian Streets Top title. It's Chaz Skipworth doing a brilliant job out in front, but he's got 2 great competitors behind him in Peter Herbert and also Damon Lyle. Back to Ben Norman in 4th, then Mark Higgins. Here comes Damon Lyle. They're 3 across the track for the lead, and Lyle might get both of them. In the middle, Peter Herbert takes the lead away from Lyle and Skipworth.
Unbelievable. Skipworth looked to be our 19th different winner, runs wide and loses 2 spots in the process. Jacob Dowse pulls to the infield, but we're all concentrated on your lead too, as Ben Norman moves himself into 4th place. 1 to run. Herbert, Lyle, Skipworth, 1, 2 and 3. Has Lyle got something left in the tank, or is Herbert starting to pull away? It looks like it's all going to be for naught for 27. But Peter Herbert, 2019, he stood on pole. Tonight, he could do the same and be on the front row. He takes victory in race 21, thanks to Whisk Nutrition. Lyle, Skipworth, Norman, Higgins, Flavel, Jake Fisher will be your 7 cars that were running at the end. Jacob Dowse only completes 7 laps. Damon Thompson won. But the big story out of this one was Hayden Norman, who went into this event as our high point man. Right now, though, he loses a big bunch of points, being credited with 10th position. Herbert takes victory in heat race number 21. That leaves us with 3 more to run tonight. But Herbert has really staked his claim to being on that front row for our 40-lap main event, and will be joined for the first time this weekend by our former national champion. It's Harrison Barris.
Down here with winner of Heat 21, sponsored by Whisk Nutrient Studio, local Albany boy, Peter Herbert. I'll give him his heat winner board. He's a bit puffed out. Pete, at the moment you're a high points fan and you had to work for that one.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I just really didn't expect that. Not at all. A few people fucked up in front of me, stuffed up in front of me, and give me the opportunity to get past them. I don't know how I'm going to manage 30 or 40 laps, but I tell you that. But yeah, it was great winning that.
And there's got to be some people you like to thank to get you out to be top points at the moment.
Yeah, I got Kane and Diane, my wife Diane, and my son Ashley here, and his girlfriend and son as well. Both of them are all supportive. They've been really great to me all weekend. Yeah, without them, wouldn't be here.
There you have it, Collie. Winner of Heat 21, sponsored by Whisk Nutrient Studio. Peter Herbert, all the way from Albany. He's pretty puffed out, so I don't know how he'll go 30 to 40 laps, but I reckon he'll be able to get the job done. Heat 22 out on track. Back up to you, Morgan.
Heat number 22 for Electrical Energy Solutions. Locally owned electrical business based right here in Collie, providing reliable electrical services for homes, businesses and industries. They're proud of supporters of the local Speedway. If you need quality electrical work done, get in touch with Electrical Energy Solutions. Heat number 22, a lung buster coming up. Josh Aspinall on the front row with the card 0 of Jamie Oldfield, who won heat number 4 last night. Row number 2, 55, Jace Kempton, who won heat number 15. With him is Lenny Bates in car number 74. He won heat number 5. Row number 3, Peter Dowie. He won heat number 6 last night. With him will be Jake Williams, whose best result last night was second in heat 8. Row 4 is Daniel Simpson and Russell Gunn. Row 5 is Paul Joss, whose best result last night was second in heat 13. With him is Shane Wild, who won heat number 7. He's second highest point scorer. And off the back is Brett Brennan. We've got the second and third highest point scorers in this race. 5 heat race winners from last night, all engaged. This is heat 22. It should be a doozy. The last one saw Peter Herbert win from the back of the field. Jamie Oldfield gets us underway. Up into Palmer's corner. Second is Josh Aspinall. On the outside is car number 74 as they run down the back straight. Lenny Bates as they go down into turn number 3. Jace Kempton has made his way into second place. Bates back to third, Aspinall to fourth, and then in 5th place it's car number 24 at this early stage, which is Cade Munro. Peter Dowie goes underneath of him as Jace Kempton has a look on the inside of Jamie Oldfield. Can't get it to work as they run down the back straight. A concertina effect further back, but they've sorted themselves out. Kempton to have another dip and a dive at car number 0 out in front. It's Jamie Oldfield from Jace Kempton. Back into the 74 of Lenny Bates.
Bates just getting around the... Oh, no, Bates has got a flat left rear tyre. Rotten luck for the man that now calls Newman home. So Paul Bates, who was sitting in 10th in points, is going to have a big hurt to his A-main aspirations as here comes Paul Joss to the outside, I should say, of Russell Gunn, Aspinall, and maybe even Jake Williams as poor Shane Wild is left man back well down in the field. There's 2 drivers though to watch out for as here comes Kempton to the inside of Oldfield. Oldfield holds strong yet again. It's the 0 and the 55 locked in Mortal Kombat in an absolute buster after 4 laps.
So there was 9 1,000ths of a second separating them the last time around. 0.3 of a second this time, or 1 car length. Jamie Oldfield will know that Jace Kempton is behind him. Back to Peter Dowie in third, a country mile back to the 4th place car, Paul Joss, and then Jake Williams. But it is these 2 to keep your eye on. We're halfway home in heat number 22 of the West Australian title. Jamie Oldfield from Jace Kempton. Back into Peter Dowie, then Paul Joss. 5th place is Cade Munro. Now underneath comes Shane Wild. He needs to make some moves because he's, he was second on points. He's now at the moment 5th or 6th. Jamie Oldfield, meanwhile, has got away from Jace Kempton. We've got 6 down and 4 to go.
And Oldfield has created a buffer over Kempton. It's now blown down to 1.2 seconds as Peter Dowie runs home in third at the present stage. Still a great battle going on between Wild and Jake Williams as Shane Wild elevates himself inside the top 5 but still has plenty of work ahead of him. He really needs a restart as Daniel Simpson in the 18 goes to the infield. 3 laps left to run in this one, and it's clear so far who your top 6 are running at the moment, as easily by 1.2 seconds it has been car number 0. He was challenged early on in this one, but since this one's gotten longer, he's able to stretch his legs. But with 2 to go, could Oldfield join the multiple heat race winners this weekend?
Well, I think he might. He's got away now from Jace Kempton. Peter Dowie travelling in third. 4th is the 69 of Paul Joss. Then Shane Wild in 5th. Then back to Cade Munro, Josh Aspinall. Then the 72 of Russell Gunn and Brett Brennan. The white flag comes out. The 5 times West Australian champion Jamie Oldfield leads down the main straight, has 1 lap to go. Jace Kempton and Peter Dowie run 2nd and 3rd. Back then to the 69 of Paul Joss. Further back then to Shane Wild. That will be your first 5. He moves down the back straight the final time. His last lap was a 20.812 and he crosses the line to win his 2nd heat race of the West Australian title. Jamie Oldfield first across the line, then Jace Kempton, then Peter Dowie. 4th across the line is going to be the 69 of Paul Joss. Shane Wild is next. 6 is still very close. It's going to go to Cade Munro from Josh Aspinall. Then the 72 of Russell Gunn and Brett Brennan rounds out the field. Oldfield defeats Jace Kempton and Peter Dowie in heat number 22. And that was a good win. He was challenged and then drove away to win by 1.571 seconds. Another legend watching on is the legendary Bob Wakefield.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Up in Kalgoorlie. So hi to Bob and Debbie watching in Cal. As car 0 will come in to talk to Harrison Barris in just a moment. winning his second heat race of the weekend.
Down here with Jamie Oldfield, winner of Heat 22, sponsored by Electrical Energy Solutions. Jamie, I'll give you a heat winner board. Off the front row for that heat race, it looked like a bit of an easy job, but you had Kempton knocking on the door that whole time.
It was definitely not an easy job for an old fella, mate. But no, it was good seeing Jace get underneath me and thought, I better get up on the wheel and drive this thing a bit harder, and we done that. But thanks to all the guys back in the pits working and getting stuff changed today, so the car's a lot better. So we'll see what happens for the rest of the night. And cheers to Luke and Rose and everyone that's supporting us, Craig, everyone that's here. And well done to Collie Speedway for putting the event on, and good to see a young fella like yourself being on the microphone helping out.
And moving forward with the racetrack, because you're pretty good at prepping a racetrack, what do you reckon the track's going to do later on tonight?
It's a little bit, hit and miss at the moment. It's very patchy, but it'll come all right. Hopefully it gets 2 lanes later on and we can race it out later on.
There you have it, winner of Heat 22, Jamie Oldfield. Heat 23 coming out on track now. Morgan, back up to you in the box.
Heat number 23 for East Kilburn Tyre Services. They can help supply fitting and repairing four-wheel drives, passenger, caravan and trailer tyres. Also happy to provide advice on tyres in the Pilbara area. East Pilbara Tyre Services are WA owned and operated and with local knowledge of the Pilbara area. If you're in the Newman area, go to 30 Pardue Street, call them on 9175 5022. The penultimate heat of the West Australian title is out on track. Car number 1, the two-time and defending champion Jake Hoth from Derby. He's 19th on points. Best result was second last night in heat number 15. On his outside will be the 29er Thomas Host, who's 58th on points. He's buried in a B main. Row number 2, the 56 of Ethan Cooper and the 23 of Matt Lowe. Row number 3, Cody Avens from Collie. He won heat number 1 last night. He's 8th on points. On his outside is Fiona Palmer in car 173. Matt Iwanow on the 4th row, won heat number 9. He's there with Donnie Davis, whose best result was second in heat number 1. Back to row number 5 from Esperance. He won heat number 8, Linton Dickerson in car 100. On his outside is the WA 17ers, Seth Robinson. And the back of the bus, car number 210, Jaden Hillen. He's 64th on points. We've got a capacity field of 11 for heat number 23.
What an absolute cracker this one leads up to be. Your West Australian champion and TJ Host will lead us away. But watch out for Davis, watch out for Iwanow, and also Linton Dickinson as baby Don Davis tries and splits the field. Already up to 4th place. As there's cars going left, right and centre further back in the field. That was Seth Robinson in car number 17. Davis, the big mover and shaker after lap number 1, but it's Jake Hoth leading the opening lap of our penultimate heat race of your ODH Mechanical SSA Street Stock WA title. Davis is on the move. What a run it's been for car number 3. He started out of position number 8 and now is the driver giving chase to your WA number 1.
So Donnie Davis is the man on the move, but it is Jake Hoth, the West Australian champion, looking to win his first heat of the title. He's ahead of Donnie Davis, back then to Ethan Cooper in 3rd place, then Cody Avens, Matt Lowe is in 5th place, and then the 173 of Fiona Palmer. 3 down and 7 to go. Our lead is 0.9. Jake Hoth to Donnie Davis. Back then to the 56 car of Ethan Cooper. Right behind him is the 31 of Cody Avens, or the 23 of Matt Lowe. I think he went to visit the crew from Derby down there in turn 2. As they come out of Palmer's corner, 4 down and 6 to go. Jake Hoth still leads.
Hoth needs this as well. He was 19th in points going in to tonight's events. So if he wants to lock himself in, he needs to keep this run going. Davis so too as well in car number 3. A great run from the 8th position to be in the 2nd place, while there's another battle going on for 3rd between Avens and Ethan Cooper. Avens holds strong while Cooper is trying to do all the challenging, while Iwanow still finding his way through the field. He's up to 6th place now, just behind Matt Lowe in car number 23. The top 2 have started to spread their legs now from the rest of the field as Avens and Cooper try and close them in. but Hoth and comfortable in the lead so far in our final heat race, second to last heat race, I should say.
Yeah, the margin is still 0.9. It has been that for the last 3 laps. Down the back straight, it is Hoth from Davis. There's the margin, 1 to 2. It's about 3 times the margin back then to the third place of Cody Avens. Ethan Cooper fourth, and then a long gap back then to Matt Iwer now in fifth. 7 down and 3 to go. And Jake Hoth still out in front, leads by 1.3 seconds. Got a car slowing here in the main straight. That's Matt Lowe. And he is going infield, and his race is done. Down the main straight, Hoth leads. It's got the better of Donnie Davis. We've got 2 to go.
Yeah, we've got another one slowing as well further back through the field. That's Fiona Palmer in car number 173. And the way that car just snaps sideways, I dare say it is a flat right rear tyre for the EL Falcon out of Narrogin. But into Palmer's US Australian champion, we're going for the second to last time. Davis had a great start where he was able to claw his way through the field, but he does slap the concrete wall along the front straight, but no harm, no foul for the kid from Newman. But for the final time, through a massive crowd along the back straight, WA number 1 will finally hit the winners list, and it's taken him to round number 4. But Jake Hoth takes victory in heat race number 23 of your WA title. Davis, Genev and Cooper. Then it's Matthew Ivanhoe in 5th, Linton Dickinson, Seth Robinson. And the last 2 cars to finish will be Thomas House in car number 29 and the 210 of Jaden Hill. And not finishing is both Fiona Palmer in the 173 and Matt Lowe on car number 23 on lap number 7. But finally, on the winners list, I think Derby would be proud of that one, and it's all to turn number 2. I think the whole crowd is excited about that one, Jason.
Just the Derby people.
They're just that loud.
That's all good.
Here's Harrison Barris to have a chat with our WA number 1, Jake Hoth.
Down here with winner of heat 23, sponsored by East Pilbara Tyre and Service. Do a lot for Speedway in Western Australia. And finally, we see the Western Australian champion, Jake Hoth. I'll give him his heat winner born. Jake, starting off the front row. We haven't seen much here this weekend, but the car's looking pretty quick for when it counts the most.
Yeah, I really needed that one. The car feels all right. I just couldn't get through them yesterday, and hopefully this jumps me up a bit.
And there's got to be a fair few people you like to thank.
Yeah, there's heaps of people. Everyone helped me in the pits. Brent, Craig, Adam, everyone that helped me today. Thanks everyone, and me sponsors Buckley's.
There you have it. Jake Hoth, he'll be looking to defend his WA1 tonight, later on tonight. Heat 24 out now. Back up to you, Morgan, up in the box.
Big news coming through. Chase Kempton, second in heat number 22, disqualified for not going to post-race scrutineering. So another big story, Jace Kempton disqualified for not going to post-race scrutineering after heat 22. Here's the final heat for 4 Better Home Living, Collie's Better Offer. Let's start that again. Collie Better offers exceptional local advice and can assist with all your fridge and freezers, kitchen and cooking appliances, TV and audio requirements. It's your local expertise that gets you that little bit of extra when it comes to better. Go local, that's better. Patrick Goodlett and Ron Pocock on the front row. Fabian Labenbeat, Tide Lovell. Row 3, Trent Claybrook and Stevie O'Dowd, Daniel Flavel, Josh Kennard, Stephanie Amajuri, Kane Della and Glenn Edmonds are your starters. The highest qualifier after last night in this group is Trent Claybrook. He's 6th on points. He starts out at P5. We go green in the final qualifying heat of the West Australian title, and it is Goodlett who leads down into turn number 1. On the outside is the veteran Ronnie Pocock in car number 46, and look at Ronnie go. Tide Lovell comes underneath though in the 42 car and moves up to 2nd. Pocock back to 3rd, then back to Stevie O'Dowd in 4th, and Trent Claybrook is there in 5th place. Ronnie Pocock runs wide as they move down the main straight. Kennard is there in car 717. Going straight through the middle was Kane Della in car number 9. We've got a whole bumper down here in turn number 4. The race continues. It is Goodland out in front. Oh, Tide Level up on 3 wheels as they come out of turn number 4 and into the main straight.
It looks like it's off of Daniel Flabel's car as Josh Kennard has gone around. Daniel Flabel's got a flat right rear tyre, but it's Josh Kennard that brings the yellow on in the 717. Oh, tyres have been the talk so far in this one. There's another one.
A whole bumper down here in turn number 4. The race continues. It is Goodland out in front. Oh, Tide Level up on 3 wheels as they come out of turn number 4 and into the main straight.
It looks like it's off of Daniel Flabel's car as Josh Kennard has gone around.
A whole bumper down here in turn number 4. The race continues. It is Goodland out in front. Oh, Tide Level up on 3 wheels as they come out of turn number 4 and into the main straight.
Elephant Jason for free. It's the only way it should be done, really.
We're back underway. Goodlet leads from Lovell, O'Dowd, Claybrook, Ronnie Pocock. Then cut number 9 of Kane Della. Josh Kennard is next as they move out of turn number 2 and down the back straight. Our race leader is Patrick Goodlet. Bit of smoke coming out the back end of the race leader. He's half track high. Lovell looking for a way through on the inside. Back then in third place is O'Dowd, then Claybrook in 4th as they move down into turn number 1 and 2. Back then to the 9 car of Della. Then in 6th place, Stephanie Amajuri. Ronnie Pocock goes back to 7th. Good battle for 2nd, 3rd and 4th at the moment. But Goodlet still leads as we complete lap number 3.
Claybrook has been able to get on the inside of Stevie O'Dowd, who runs very wide on the exit of turn number 4. That's Kane Deller in car number 9 who's making the big moves at the moment. Started at the back of the field, is up inside the top 5, just ahead of Stephanie Amajuri and Ron Pocock. But the race is now on for the lead. Goodlet has it, but Lovell and Claybrook are really starting to put the pressure on the 22.
Well, Lovell's just hit the fence and he's going to lose a spot now to Claybrook. Claybrook to 2nd, Lovell goes back to 3rd. On the outside is Stevie O'Dowd. Coming through on the inside is Kane Della. Della to 4th, O'Dowd back to 5th. And here comes Stephanie Amajuri looking for a way through. So 5 down and 5 to go. Patrick Goodlet out in front in car number 22. Still has the white smoke coming out the back end. Claybrook getting a nice face full of that. Back in 3rd is Tide Lovell. And then in 4th is Della, O'Dowd and Amajuri. That's the first 6. So they come out of turn number 4. 4 laps to go. Goodlet in front, but Claybrook all over the back bumper.
Really tight right now by a pair of good friends at the moment from the Mount Market Speedway. Claybrook to the inside of Goodlet. The 22 though holds on in front of the 21. Meanwhile, Lovell has a challenge on his hands from Lockie Della. The 50 Shades of Black in car number 9 is right on the hammer. Speaking about on the hammer, here comes Claybrook. Goodlet runs very wide into turn number 4. And there's a lot more smoke coming out of that Holden Commodore than has been all weekend long. The smoke shade, though, is starting to hamper the 21 as well, who's trying left, trying right, but he sits on the bottom side of turn number 4. An epic final 2 laps coming up.
Yeah, Lungbuster who have finished coming up our field. Patrick Goodlet is sending out the smoke signals, keeping Trent Claybrook at play as they run down the back straight. Tide Lovell 3rd. Della's not done with. He comes underneath of Lovell. That's for 3rd. Drives straight on past. Back to our leaders. Goodlet's run wide this time and Claybrook might have hit the front. He has. Claybrook takes the lead. There's a lap car about to get in the way. Down in turn number 1. It is Claybrook on the outside. Goodlet fights back. Goodlet and Claybrook side by side down the back straight. The smoke screen coming from Ronnie Pocock who went to the infield. Claybrook on the inside takes over on the last lap and Trent Claybrook gets a big bunch of points. Goodlet 2nd, Lovell 3rd, Della 4th. Back then to O'Dowd in 5th. Stephanie Amajuri is 6th. Then it's going to be Josh Kennard, Glenn Edmonds and Fabian Lammonby. Well, it had a little bit of everything. The win goes to Trent Claybrook, who wins by 0.6 of a second. Patrick Goodlet 2nd, Tide Lovell 3rd, and Goodlet's already going back to the pits. He set out plenty of smoke signals in that lucky last.
There's our heat races completed. Scott Beatty's quickly on the process of finding out who will be our 16 drivers. As soon as he knows, we will know. who will be your drivers who have locked themselves in to tonight's ODH Mechanical SSA Street Stock WA title A main. But before we do that, it's time to move down to Harrison Ferris to have a chat with Trent Claybrook, the winner of our final heat.
Down here with winner of the last heat race for tonight, sponsored by Better Home Living, Trent Claybrook. I'll give him his heat winner board. Now Trent, at the Stocky Showdown, I gave you the commentator's curse and I'm back commentating again tonight, but she looks a lot different tonight.
Yeah, mate. Like to thank all my sponsors, Bowman Built Racing, for his motors. Yeah, she's honky. Albany Landscape Supplies, Demon Race Car Fiberglass, Claybrook Tire and Auto, my partner Emily, Paul, Tire and Link, Mitch, my family, team man, Leisure. Yeah, no, it's going to be a fun night.
And one question before you go, do you reckon a Magna would be able to win this title if you and Paul were able to build one?
I've already got one built, so nearly ready to go.
There you have it. Winner of last heater tonight, Trent Claybrook, was second quick in practice. He'll start towards the pointy end of the A main. Bit of water going on the track at the moment. We'll have some B main action coming up next. Back up to you, Morgan.